You're watching Luntha Tv and it's time for a news bulletin. My name is Tandy Wimzamara. First, a look at the headlines. All 133 cardinal electors arrive in Rome as cardinals hold 10th General Congregation. Economist urges food diversification as maize prices soar by 59%. Opposition Democratic Progressive Party warns independent aspirants will be stripped of membership. And in other news, Israeli leadership votes to expand Gaza ground offensive. We do have the details to these stories and more to stay with us. Cardinals held their 10th General Congregation on Monday to prepare for the upcoming conclave and continue their discussions on the state of the Church and their hopes for the future. The director of the Holy See Press Office, Matteo Bruni, told reporters that the 179 cardinals, including 132 cardinal electors, participated in the 10th General Congregation. He noted that all 133 cardinal electors are present in Rome ahead of the conclave that starts on the 7th of May. We have more details on this Vatican News report read by Charity Shilanga.
Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re, the Dean of the College of Cardinals, told the congregation that Cardinal Camarengua Kevin Farrell drew lots on Saturday afternoon for the room assignments of the cardinals. All will be accommodated at the Casa Santa Marta and the Old Santa Marta. The cardinal electors said Mr. Bruno will be able to travel from the Casa Santa Marta to the Sistine Chapel as they wish, even on foot, but along a protected route. There were 26 interventions at the congregation on Monday morning that touched on different topics, including canon law and the role of the Vatican City-State, the missionary nature of the Church. The presence of so many journalists was highlighted, seen as a sign that the gospel has meaning for the world today, as a call to responsibility and the prayer during the COVID-19 pandemic was recalled as an open door of hope in a time of fear. Regarding the new Pope, it was noted that many hope for a shepherd close to the people, a gateway to communion, gathering everyone in the blood of Christ, in a world where the global order is in crisis. Reference was made to the documents of the Second Vatican Council, especially a Dei Verbum, on how the word of God is nourishment for the people of God. Mr. Bruni said all efforts are being made during the general congregations to ensure that all cardinals who wish to speak have the opportunity to do so. Work has been mostly completed in the Sistine Chapel as well as on accommodations at the two Casa Santa Martas, and cardinals may check in as of Tuesday morning. Journalists said Mr. Bruni will not be able to visit the Sistine Chapel since the Vatican Gendarmerie have already secured it. However, he noted images will be released showing the prepared interior.
Likoni Girls Secondary School headmistress Sister Amelia Nyendwa has applauded the fundraising committee for its commitment to supporting girl-child education through the Help a Needy Student initiative. She made the remarks following a successful Big Walk fundraising event held over the weekend, where the school, in partnership with its alumni and the Parents Teachers Association (PTA), raised approximately 1.6 million Malawi kwacha. We have more details on this report, followed by Bridget Monoka.
The school, located in the Archdiocese of Lilongwe, held a successful Big Walk on Saturday to assist underprivileged students and support rehabilitation works within the school. Sister Nyendwa emphasized that while Likuni Girls is home to many bright students, some face financial challenges that threaten their education.
We have a lot of poor people at our school. The students, they come from different places, all corners of the nation, who come from the villages, and we all know the status of the people. No, especially these years whereby we don't have enough rains and people don't have enough to pay for school fees. So in the planning, that is why I'm saying I was very happy that we have made it, because the students themselves, they feel bad because of what they go through.
Fundraising Committee Chairperson Matthews Selemani praised the Likuni Girls Secondary School management for their dedication to empowering young girls and promoting their academic success. He emphasizes the parents' commitment to continually support their children and revealed that more fundraising initiatives are planned to assist underprivileged students.
We thought we should not just look at the figure like something that is flowery or something that is like just to say, okay, this is too much is scaling for us just to do it. But we thought, let's start something to show. It's like we're proclaiming to everyone, to every organization, or even well-wishers, that they can come forward and make their donation. They can even pick 1 or 2 girls to support them. That means they're going to help us.
Likuni Girls Secondary School head girl Ule Mushawa outlined some of the difficulties students face, such as insufficient school uniforms, a lack of textbooks, and challenges in paying school fees, factors that hinder their focus in class.
I feel so grateful for this because as we are raising the money, we'll be able to help the needy students at our school, for those who don't have the school fees and also other uniforms. But also not only that, also our hostels and other things that we need to renovate our school so we can make a school a better place for our education.
The Help a Needy Student Initiative, which aims to raise 150 million kwacha to support underprivileged students, will continue with its next fundraising event on 31st May, an open day that will also serve as a visiting day for parents. During the event, students will showcase traditional dances that will be auctioned, and the fundraising committee will sell prepared meals to generate additional funds. Bridget Mwanoka, for Luntha News.
One of the country's agricultural economists has called on Malawians to consider diversifying their staple food options amid a significant surge in maize prices. Fatsani Omambala has made the appeal following the release of the Reserve Bank of Malawi's Market Intelligence Report, which reveals a 59% rise in maize prices during the first quarter of 2025. According to the report, the price of maize has climbed to 1,431 Malawi kwacha per kilogram, up from 897 Malawi kwacha during the same time last year. We have more details on this report filed by Gift Kalonga.
Malawi is still facing the challenge of escalating maize prices, with the latest report from the Reserve Bank attributing the rise of multiple market pressures that have caused a sharp increase over the past year. In the response, agricultural economist Fasani Umambala has argued the nation to promote and embrace alternative food sources to lessen its heavy dependency on maize as the main staple food. He noted that this over-reliance has contributed to growing food insecurity, particularly among vulnerable rural and urban population already struggling with economic difficulties.
Diversify food crops, encourage production and consumption of alternative stable crops, for example, cassava, sorghum, to reduce over-reliance on
Mambala emphasized the importance of policy reforms that support the cultivation and consumption of other nutritious, local available food options. For Luntha News, this is Gift Kalonga.
The opposition Democratic Progressive Party DPP has warned aspirant members of parliament who lost in primaries and are planning to stand as independent candidates in the upcoming general elections that they will lose their party membership if they do so. According to Article 24, subsection 2 of the DPP's constitution, any member who decides to run as an independent candidate in any election will cease to be a party member. We have more details on this report filed by Fearless Ishizombe.
The warning comes after some MPs, including Salim Bagas Wachikwawa Central, Jen Mandeuli and Victoria Kingston Mangochi, announced their intention to run as independent candidates in the forthcoming elections while claiming to still be DPP members. The party's General Secretary, Peter Mkito, signed a statement released yesterday reminding its members of the party rules. Mkito reminded that the DPP's constitution clearly states that members who lose primaries and go on to contest as independents will face sanctions, including loss of membership. Concurring with Mkito, political expert Chimwemwe Tsitsi supported the DPP party's warning, stating that if a party member decides to run independently, they automatically withdraw themselves from the party.
For me, I think it's normal for a party to consider everyone who is standing on an independent ticket after losing primary elections as an outsider or as somebody who has voluntarily resigned from the party. I'm saying this because obviously it is in the interest of every political party to have the votes of its supporters not divided into two contestants. So it is very important for every political party, including what the DPP is doing, to make it clear to its followers that they are not entertaining any independent candidate and that all its followers should vote for the candidate who is standing on their political party ticket. So for me, I think it is appropriate indeed for every political party to disown any independent candidate who decides to become an independent candidate after losing the party's primary elections.
Similar situations have played out in other countries. For instance, in Ghana, the New Patriotic Party warned its presidential and parliamentary aspirants against contesting as independent candidates after primaries. The NPP's Deputy General Secretary, Haruna Mohammed, emphasized that the party has rules in place to deal with such situations, and aspirants who signed undertakings to support the eventual winner are expected to honor that commitment. The DPP's stance on this matter highlights the importance of party loyalty and adherence on internal rules. By enforcing its constitution, the DPP aims to maintain cohesion and discipline within its ranks. For Luntha News, Fales Chizombe.
You're still watching news coming to you live from Bishop Nevi Media Center, and today with me, Tandi Wemzamara. Before we proceed, let's have another look at the headlines. All 133 cardinal electors arrive in Rome as cardinals hold 10th General Congregation. Economist urges food diversification as maize prices soar by 59%. Opposition Democratic Progressive Party warns independent aspirants will be stripped of membership. And in other news, Israeli leadership votes to expand Gaza ground offensive. Proceeding with the news, the Malawi Electoral Commission (MEC) has asked chiefs to promote the voter verification and inspection exercise by encouraging their constituents to authenticate their names when the exercise rolls out in their districts. MEC's chairperson of the Research, Monitoring and Evaluation Committee, Commissioner Dr. Emmanuel Fabiano, made the call over the weekend when he led a team of the Commission's election educators into an engagement with chiefs in the area of Traditional Authority Msakambewa in Dowa District. MEC is earmarked to hold the voter verification and inspection exercise from the 20th to the 21st of May 2025 in the district. Herbert Gadanda has filed a report read in our studios by Bridget Manoga.
Dr. Fabiano said the process is important and told the chiefs that their role in the election process is to guard the rights of their communities, hence urging them to preach the importance of voter verification process. He said the process ensures accuracy of the voter register by making it available for public scrutiny. The commissioner said that the commission has also introduced a digital voter verification exercise where voters can just dial #2509# and enter their voter registration number or national ID to confirm their details. Senior Chief Msagambiwa described the meeting as crucial, saying it had created a space for a candid discussion between MEC and the traditional leaders. The exercise would take place in 3 phases, according to an electoral calendar MEC released last month. Dowa is among the districts included in the second phase, scheduled to take place from May 21st to 23rd, 2023. The Presidential, Parliamentary and Local Government Elections Act of 2023 gives MEC mandate to conduct a voter verification exercise ahead of an election.
In sports, President of the Football Association of Malawi, FAM, Fleetwood Haiya, has praised Malawians for their overwhelming support at Bingu National Stadium, where the Flames secured a crucial 1-0 victory over South Africa in the African Nations Championship qualifiers at Bingu National Stadium. Zeliati Nkoma's decisive goal has given Malawi a vital advantage heading into the second leg on May 11, 2025 at Luntha Stadium in Pretoria. Patrick Pupa has more details in this report.
A lot of Malawians packed Bingu National Stadium to rally behind the Flames as they took on South Africa in the African Nation Championship first leg. After a goalless first half, Zeliat Nkoma's 87th minute header proved decisive, giving Malawi one advantage ahead of the second leg on May 11, 2025 at Luntha Stadium in Pretoria. FAM President Fleetwood Haiya expressed delight over the win and the energetic support from the crowd.
But let me congratulate the players, let me congratulate Pasua, and above all, let me also congratulate the supporters who came in large numbers. They should continue supporting the team. This also motivated the players. And I'm very happy. Going to South Africa, I'm sure we have played the first half. We have got an advantage. We don't have another pressure. It is South Africa which has got pressure. And I believe what God starts, he finishes.
The match generated 50.7 million in gate revenue, impressing the Minister of Sports. The winner of the second leg match between Malawi and South Africa will progress to the next round of the African Nation Championship, where they will be part of Group C. For Luntha News, this is Patrick Pupa.
Now, in other news, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's security cabinet voted to scale up the offensive against Palestinian militant group Hamas in Gaza to the point of seizing the entire enclave and holding its territories, an Israeli official said on Monday. A report by the Israel's public broadcaster Kan, citing officials with knowledge of the details, said the new plan was gradual and would take months, with forces focusing first on the area of the battered enclave. Such a timeline could leave the door open for a ceasefire and hostage release deal talks ahead of a visit by United States President Donald Trump to the region next week, according to Security Cabinet Minister Ziv Elkin. We have more details on this Reuters report read by Charity Shilanga.
Already in control of around a third of Gaza's territory, Israel resumed ground operations in March after the collapse of a US-backed ceasefire that had halted fighting for 2 months. It has since imposed a total blockade of aid into the enclave. Elgin said that rather than launching raids in specific areas and then leaving them, as the military had done so far, the Israeli forces will now hold the territories they seize until Hamas is defeated or agrees to disarm and leave Gaza. Hamas has ruled out such calls. Israel has yet to present a clear vision for post-war Gaza as it faces international pressure to end a campaign that has displaced most of Gaza's 2.3 million population and left it depending on aid supplies that have been dwindling rapidly since the blockade. The Israeli official said that the newly approved offensive plan would move Gaza's civilian population southward and keep humanitarian aid from falling into Hamas' hands, though the blockade will not be lifted yet. The United Nations on Sunday rejected what it said was a new plan for aid to be distributed in what it described as Israeli hubs. On Monday, Jan Egeland, Secretary General of the Norwegian Refugee Council, said on X that Israel was demanding that the UN and non-government organizations shut down their aid distribution system in Gaza. Israel's Chief of Staff Lieutenant General El Zamir said on Sunday that the military has already begun issuing tens of thousands of call-up orders for its reserve forces, looking to expand the Gaza campaign. He later warned the ministers that aid must be let into Gaza soon, according to Khan.
That report also brings us to the end of what we had for you in this edition of our news bulletin. But before we go, here's a reminder of our headlines. All 133 cardinal electors arrive in Rome as cardinals hold 10th General Congregation. Economist urges food diversification as maize prices soar by 59%. Opposition Democratic Progressive Party warns independent aspirants will be stripped of membership. And in other news, Israeli leadership votes to expand Gaza ground offensive. My name is Tandi Wemzumara. Thank you for keeping me company and continue following the rest of our programs right here on Luntha TV. Goodbye for now and stay safe.